What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and the GLH might be running into some problems. It looks like that Stellantis is running into some issues from what I'm being told by somebody extremely close to the matter, that the boost is just too high on that four-cylinder mini Hurricane, and they're trying to get too much power out of it, and they're having issues. Now, don't get it twisted. This has happened before. We heard these stories about the Demon 170 before the Demon 170 came out, that they were blowing up engines. That's what happens when a car's in development. You're trying to see, you push it to the absolute max and see what the car is capable of. You pull it down a little bit lower, and then you try to get somewhere in the middle, and that's where you get your performance number at. And I think that's what Stellantis is doing now. But we're going to talk about all that and more right after this. Guys, before we get into today's video, I gotta talk about the giveaway that's going on the channel right now. The Ram 2500 giveaway has launched. We just did a full video on that earlier today as it was dropped off. You guys can see the full walk around, the tour inside the vehicle, outside the vehicle. I give you some more specs on it. And somebody even asked, I think we even forgot before we edited it, like to post the year and everything, transmission type. All that stuff is over there. You can get in on it right now. There's massive extra entries on it. It's at the highest they will ever be. So there's $250,000 per $1 spent over on the tool site, tksgarage.bigcartel.com. So anything that you pick up on the tool site will get you in for the Ram 2500. It's very simple. Once those products sell out, there's only 10 available of each individual item. Once they sell out, they're gone. They come down off the site, or they'll say sold out. And if they don't all sell out before August 6th at midnight or 12:01 a.m. on the 7th of August, that's it. Everything goes back down to $1 for one entry on that truck at that date. So if you want to get in on it, now's the time to do it. The dual Challenger giveaway is still going on over on our merch site. That's where we pick up hats and shirts and hoodies and things of that nature. You can still get in on that, and there's some new products going up there tomorrow, so stay tuned for those. And that's over at the merch site at tksgarage.com. I'm going to link both down below. But if you want to get in on the Ram 2500, now's the time to do it. The massive amount of entries is ridiculous, and it's never going to be higher. So link in the description down below. So the GLH, we haven't talked a lot about it outside of the last time I talked about it and said that that thing was probably going to embarrass Hellcats, right? I caught a lot of flack for that, but you really think about it. That four-cylinder Hurricane, I know that they're having issues with that thing blowing up and grenading, because you only can put so much boost reliably through an engine before it just says, that's it, and it gives up the ghost, right? I mean, we saw this with the Demon 170. I think they were trying to get some insane number out of that thing, and they ended up settling at, what, 1,024 or something along those lines. And I think with this car, they're probably going to get somewhere around 400, maybe 450 in the horsepower range out of that four-cylinder Hurricane. And when you really think about it, right, 400, let's say 450 horsepower in a car that's that small and that light, that thing is going to be extremely fast, especially if it's all-wheel drive. That thing's going to be a problem. I think the GLH is probably one of the most promising things that Dodge is going to be able to bring to the market if they do it the right way. They do it the right way. I'd rather see a six-cylinder Hurricane in there, but what I'm being told is it's not going to fit. So what they're doing, I guess, is they've just put this in. That's it. This four-cylinder is what we're going to get. And there'll be like a regular version and then a tuned-up version of that four-cylinder that's an SRT. That's what I'm being told now. I think if they figure out a way to fit that inline six in that car, oof, that thing would be a freaking problem, man. Oh my God, would that thing be a problem? I mean, GTI, no chance. I'm trying to think of every hot hatch, you know, I don't know if Lancia is still making a hatch, but even some of the stuff that Alpha make, like it would be beating ass of companies, of sister companies in the own company of Stellantis. Like it would be smacking around its brothers and sisters. That thing would be insanely fast. I would 100% want one. And before you go, TK, you wouldn't be able to fit in that thing. Listen, I got an M240 and a 230i. I got two series BMWs, small cars. I fit in them just fine, and I drive them all over the fucking place. So miss me with that. I've had an M2. I've had the M3. You guys see my M5s now. But yeah, no. I could, if I can fit in the small car and I'm comfortable, like I could fit in it, yeah, I want it. I don't care if it's a small car. I know it's going to be quick. I know it's going to handle well. It's going to be a quick, snappy, fast little car. That's awesome. Nothing wrong with that. Do I think they're going to figure out the engine issues and get it situated? Yes. I just hope sooner than later because, security's been better at Stellantis lately in terms of what leaks out, what doesn't leak out. But engine failures are not a good thing. You don't want to see that constantly leaking out. It looks bad on the stock and the company. And as most of you guys know, I am an investor, so I don't want to see the stock keep taking a beating, for real. But I also want the engines to be reliable. I want them to get that four-cylinder Hurricane where it needs to be. Somewhere near what the B48 is for BMW. The 230i has a B48. That's a inline, little four-cylinder. And the B58, which is in the M240, is very similar to the Hurricane, the inline six Hurricane engine. So there's a lot of potential. I mean, that 230 is not slow. I mean, granted, it's a lighter car. That's where I think the Hurricane's really going to shine. Both the four-cylinder and the six-cylinder variant are going to be putting those power plants in lighter platforms and letting people tune them, unlock those ECU, PCM, TCM, whatever you're going to call it, where people can flash tunes to these cars. And you're going to have an insane tuner community, and you're going to have a lot of these things they're going to be flying around. You're going to see people embarrassing people in these GLHs are going to be embarrassing supercars. You're going to see these GLHs embarrassing Hellcats, Trackhawks, all of it. You're going to see it. It's going to happen. Because you can't, massive horsepower, light vehicle, fast. It's not rocket science. It's simple math, man. And I think it's going to happen. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm interested. I don't think we're going to see the GLH at Roadkill Nights. It'd be cool if we get a sneak peek or a teaser or something for it. But I know there is going to be some cool stuff from Ram. I know there's going to be some stuff evidently there from Jeep. And I'm super excited to see the Super B. So anyways, as always, stay petty, my friends.